Hello and welcome to our very first podcast of 2025. It's Lisa and Holly here and Ladies Who Question. And God, it feels weird and good to be back in the studio, right?
It does.
Yeah, because we had sort of logged a whole bunch of others.
Right.
And then we reran Linda Roberts, the Pet Whisperer, last week. And that gave us, I've been sick for the entire month of December.
I know.
God, it sucked.
It was good and bad. At least you were sick when we weren't recording, but then it's the holidays were a total blur for you.
Oh, I had no holidays.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I went Christmas Eve. I went to a friend's for almost 2 hours and then came home and collapsed.
Oh.
And then Christmas Day, nowhere, nothing, nada. I don't even think I spoke to anybody on the phone. I was just so exhausted from the 2 hours of heavy, partying and eating. I didn't even eat because I just didn't have an appetite. New Year's Eve, I lasted hour and 15 minutes.
You went to a party?
Yeah, I went to a party.
Okay.
But did I really go? Was I really there?
Yeah, you were kind of out of body.
Yeah. So, and all the rest of the time, I just did the bare minimum of the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a very easy, low maintenance doggy here.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And so I hope you guys didn't have the same experience. And Holly, my God, you had just a melange of people just in and out. It was.
I like that though.
But
I like a full house. People coming and going, never a dull minute. Changing sheets for the next group. That person, this person's coming. So now, as of today, I've got my house back.
Oh, that's got to be a good feeling.
It's kind of lonely, but I love it.
Lonely?
Well, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I could not believe when you were telling me all of the different people who were coming and going at your house. I just said, this is like a hotel.
It was because some people would come for 1 or 2 nights and I know that another person was coming. So I had to get that room clean. I'm like, Tom, we could run an Airbnb. And we did breakfast and dinner. We didn't really eat out during that time unless we went downtown that one day. But it was, hey.
Oh, you are the ultimate hostess. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Well,
I
it was
couldn't
fun
do
too. It was fun too. It was really fun.
A lot of time with friends and relatives.
Exactly.
And a lot of way too much television and movies for me. But I did watch some good things that I for some reason had the access to. I don't know, maybe they loosened it up around Christmas or something.
Free channels.
Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, that movie. Yesterday I felt so crappy. I was like, okay, Good Will Hunting. I watched that, which is...
that's a good rewatch.
Oh,
because I don't remember hardly anything from the movie.
That movie is 5 stars from the beginning to the end.
Wow.
I mean, there's a reason it won 2 Academy Awards, but
right.
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do we want to start with? 2024, some highlights
of 2024.
What are yours?
Well, I didn't do personal highlights.
Oh.
I just did...
What?
I did like global or... U.S. or in the news, kind of positive, fun highlights.
Okay.
Well, the number one highlight of 2024 on a global scale is Taylor Swift.
Oh, Taylor Swift, yeah.
The tour. I mean, I think that touched everybody, but it was very memorable, and it went on and on. And I think it went on for a year and a half.
I think it did, because she had to do all the continents. I mean,
The whole world.
Yeah, the whole world. And then she had to go back and finish after she had a brief break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cheers to her.
Oh, what a revenue maker.
Oh, yeah. But she gave back in every city. She gave every single person on the tour a bonus.
Huge bonus.
I think $1 million. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they got a lot of money.
They got a lot of money. And in every town she went to, she gave to the food bank, and significantly.
Right. Which was not advertised.
No.
And classy chick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so we'll see. Rumors are she's not going to be going on tour for a while. And
well, wouldn't you want a break?
And she did sign a directing deal with a big studio.
What?
She wants to make a movie or something.
Oh, my.
But like you said, cringeworthy. Her boyfriend might be an actor.
Oh, man.
That's the one thing that we're not looking forward to.
No.
No. It always comes off when an athlete goes into acting, you see them as the athlete, not the actor. And they kind of wind up in these C-D movies.
Yep.
That you go, okay, don't do it.
No.
You don't need to add that to your portfolio.
No. His brother has a talk show on ESPN now. It's a sports talk
Okay,
show.
that's perfect.
And that's a great niche.
Yes.
But
Let's stay in your lane.
Yeah, he was on that. God, what was that thing? It's like a scary show. I never watch it because it's too scary for me.
Oh.
But anyway, he was on an episode of that, or a couple episodes of that. That's some scary show. You probably watch it.
I don't
you
watch
love that.
scary. Oh, you mean true crime?
Was it true crime? No, it was.
Oh,
It was
okay.
some kind of not vampire. Something that like even Lady Gaga had been on, one of those shows. Anyway, he was on that, and I didn't. I heard he got
Okay.
decent reviews, but I don't want to really watch him on the screen.
No,
It's
I don't either.
no. I mean, and some of the athletes that have made it into acting and stuff, they were real characters and almost caricatures.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him wanting to become a caricature.
No, I don't either.
So anyway, well, what do we know?
I don't know.
We're not producers.
We don't know anything.
Yeah,
We're just observing.
we know nothing.
Nothing. The Olympics.
Oh, that was great.
I mean, the whole Olympics was just so. I love watching, especially when we have Simone Biles as Sports Illustrated Athlete of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
She was also Woman of the Year, Time Magazine Person of the Year in 2021.
Oh gosh, that's right. 'Cause
Yeah.
she had such a great Olympic
And
year that
so
year.
I mean,
Mm.
the Olympics we kind of forget because they're over, but they were really, really great.
Yeah, they were. And we
Mhm.
were paying extra special attention.
We
I
were.
mean,
Yeah.
maybe more than the average bear, but
Right.
yeah, I thought it was a wonderful Olympics.
Caitlin Clark.
Oh my gosh, what a
That was great.
powerhouse!
I know. It's like, yay.
Yeah, there
women
were a
in
lot of good
sports.
things for
I guess
sports wise.
the Dodgers, did they sweep the World Series?
I don't think they
It was-
swept it.
Okay, it
but-
was like 3-1, and then they won.
and then
the
they won.
fourth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
it was a pretty quick
well,
World
yeah,
Series.
yeah. Well,
And
Shohei Ohtani, he's
Oh
the man,
my
man.
God, isn't he?
He's the man, man.
Yeah.
Did I just say that?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. He's
Yeah.
the man.
Yeah, he is, and he's having a baby, I guess.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, he's married.
Nah, he's not married, but I
Oh.
heard his girlfriend. I mean, I don't know if he's married now, but
Okay.
it was announced that his girlfriend is. I didn't even know he had a girlfriend.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Oh, okay. Well, he's kind of a private guy. It seems
Yeah,
like he's
yeah.
not real flashy.
no.
There's Diddy. That came
Mm.
up. He'll be going to trial in April. We'll see how that pans out.
That can't be anything but
The
tough,
royal family,
bad. Oh, yeah.
how they had their
Bad news, good news.
Yeah,
Yeah.
adversity, strength. The royal family, strength of adversity. I think that'll always go on with them anyways. So.
Yeah, well, the
Wicked?
family like any other. Oh, Wicked. Have
Wicked.
you saw
Yeah.
it, right?
Did you see it?
I still haven't. I mean,
Oh.
I was too sick. I just
right.
was
Yeah,
like,
you're finally.
I know.
But we don't want to push you.
I
Don't go to a
know.
movie theater and pick up a germ.
I was going to go this weekend, and then I was like, no, I still
Yeah.
feel like crap. But I'm going to
Yeah,
go
okay.
because I'm so bummed because I wanted to see it before tonight, and tonight is Golden Globes, which we're getting to. But let's,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
But what are the other highlights that you wanted to bring up
Well,
for 2024?
those were just
Those
kind
are
of
big ones.
highlights that I just saw
Yeah.
that I remember.
Yeah, those are probably
Yeah.
the ones that I would recall as well. I mean, to me, 2024 is just so gone. I just don't.
It is.
Yeah,
It just seems like there was a lot of bad and good.
there was definitely a lot of
And the
negative,
bad was
that's for sure.
Hardcore, and we don't want to go into it. And the
Mm-mm.
good was great. So let's leave on that
Leave
note.
it at that. Speaking of the Golden Globes,
Oh, Golden Globes are tonight. Oh my gosh.
yeah. So we're recording this on Sunday afternoon.
I don't remember seeing the nominations on TV because maybe I missed that show because typically they do it.
I don't know.
These movies for best motion picture drama category, I don't know
Okay.
any of them.
Okay, well, what are they?
The Brutalist.
Don't know that.
Oh, I know this one.
What?
And it's gonna sweep. A Complete Unknown. That's
Oh,
the Bob Dylan. Did you see that?
No, you saw that
that's
though,
right.
too.
It's so good. Conclave.
That's the one. It was something about priests or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it is.
Yeah.
Dune Part 2. I never saw Part 1.
I don't. It's
No.
that sort of sci-fi stuff, which
Yeah,
I don't go.
I don't either. Nickel Boys
No, I don't.
and September 5th.
don't.
Never even heard of anything
Maybe
except for
it's
A Complete Unknown.
an indie.
So
don't
we'll.
know.
Uh,
Golden Globes. Remember, there's European ones in there,
right.
so we may not have necessarily. A lot of British ones are in those.
I always think of the Golden Globes as kind of like a warm up for the Oscars, but not necessarily, I
No,
guess.
not necessarily.
Best motion picture, musical or comedy, Anora,
Anora. Don't
no
know
clue.
that.
Challengers, which is the tennis movie with Zendaya.
Oh, Zendaya. Yeah.
Zendaya. I saw that.
You like it?
It was okay.
Okay.
Don't see it as a comedy or musical though. Sometimes they put them in categories where to me it doesn't make sense. But
So wait, it's in that
Yeah.
category.
Mhm.
Okay, I can't speak to it.
Amelia, this is an obvious foreign film. Amelia Perez.
Oh, that's the one that what's her name is in? Selena Gomez, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. A Real Pain, which I want to see. That's with two comedy actors. It is a comedy, and I saw a trailer. I can't remember who's in it, but I'm going to star that because I want to look up that.
Because it looked funny?
Mm-hmm. Really,
Okay.
it's really funny. I mean, it looks really funny based on the actors, which I can't recall.
Okay.
The Substance.
Oh, yeah. That one I think does look interesting. That's the one with Demi Moore, and she's in the pursuit of youth.
Oh, I want to see that.
And she gets hoisted by her own petard, sort of, because
okay.
it turns to be, a very hollow pursuit, which is when you're trying to chase youth too much.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking
of that, okay, this is a little bit of a sideline, but do you remember the Catwoman of New York City?
Oh, I heard she died.
She died.
Her name is, she's got a weird name.
Jacqueline Wildenstein.
Oh, Wildenstein. Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn, right? Okay. Jocelyn Wildenstein.
Yeah, she passed away.
Oh my God, what that woman did to her face and body.
It was hard to look at her.
Yeah. My heart broke for her thinking how messed up she must be psychologically to have those many injections, that much plastic surgery, to have her face so completely distorted because she wanted to look like a lion or something, remember?
Yeah.
Oh God.
It was awful.
And what she really needed was psychological help.
Right.
It's very sad.
That's not going to make you happy.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe she died. I don't know. She passed away. She was in her early 80s, I think. Okay, this is still in the comedy category. Memoir of a Snail. Okay. Manoa. Wait.
Moana. That's when you always.
I always say
Moana.
I can't read. Moana. Wallace and Gromit.
That sounds like a kid's thing. Wallace and Gromit. Grommet. Is it?
Gromit.
MIT. That sounds to me like a kid's.
It does.
Yeah.
And then The Wild Robot.
What's
that makes
about?
sense because robots are going to get wild. This is a weird category. Cinematic and box office achievement. So that means who made the most money? Yeah.
Oh, well, what's that? I'd like to know.
Okay.
We should hear some familiar names there.
Alien.
Oh, they had another alien one?
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Deadpool and the Wolverine.
Yeah, predictable.
Gladiator.
Predictable.
Inside Out 2, it's a Disney movie.
That I know some parents and kids who saw that and they said it was wonderful and very sensitive and because the cartoon characters display all of the emotions of a child or a preteen or whatever age it is of this young girl. And so it's quite a mentally healthy movie for kids to see.
Well, good to know.
Yeah.
Twister. I know Twisters.
I heard there was, I don't know.
I don't know. Wicked. Yay. And The Wild Robot.
Oh my
that made
goodness. A lot. Okay. So those are the box office leaders. All right.
Okay. So this is best performance by a female actor in a motion picture.
What? Who's nominated?
Pamela Anderson for The Last Showgirl.
Yeah. I that got a lot of buzz.
I'm excited. Now I've got a
that.
list of movies to watch.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of bone dry for a while. Angelina Jolie and Maria.
Oh, for Maria Callas, the opera singer?
Uh-huh.
Wait, she sings Maria Callas songs?
I think so.
Oh, I don't think I want it. I don't know how she could ever. Okay, let's just say this. If she can emulate Maria Callas's range and vibrato and the performance aspect of what the greatest opera singer, female, who's ever lived so far, well, then I guess she deserves that if her acting is up to snuff.
I'll have to check, but I believe she sings.
Well, then she missed her calling. If she can do that, that's what she should be doing.
Okay.
Because that's nearly impossible.
Okay, right. an Italian.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
Tilda Swinton for The Room Next Door.
I don't know.
I
She's
know
always
who
in
Tilda
weird
is.
stuff.
Yes, she is. Fernanda Torres, I'm Still Here.
I don't know.
Kate Winslet for Lee. I don't know if I saw
Don't know
that.
that.
Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture. Adrian Brody for The Brutalist, which I think is a very violent movie.
So, what wouldn't you think?
Okay, Timothy Chalamet. Yay!
Yeah.
A Complete Unknown. I'm
I
going to
bet
be
he'll
rooting for
win.
him. Daniel Craig for Queer.
Didn't see that.
Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing.
Mm.
That must be a prison movie. I think it is. Yeah. Ralph Fiennes. Is it Ralph?
Rafe Fiennes.
Rafe.
That's how they pronounce it.
Oh, Ray Fiennes.
It looks like Ralph, but it's Rafe. They always say Rafe Fiennes.
Well, I like him.
Yeah, he's a good
Conclave.
actor.
So he's in Conclave, which
Yeah.
was also nominated for Best Picture.
That sounds like something he would be in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice.
I don't know
don't
anything
know.
about that.
The Best Male Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Jesse Eisenberg. He's in A Real Pain.
Oh, so that's the comedy that you were saying.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Hugh Grant for
Where
can't
are you where?
Right here.
Pointing? Heretic.
Oh, Heretic.
Heretic,
What's
yeah.
Heretic means?
Heretic is like a weird person who keeps to themselves, I believe.
Okay.
And it's got a negative aspect to the heretic. It's got a negative aspect. I'm
right.
going to look that up
Couldn't
real quick because now
say
you've
it.
got me going. Heretic. It's sort of it's an older kind of term.
Okay.
Heretic definition. Okay. You're right.
What's
A
it mean?
person believing in or practicing religious heresy.
Oh.
Heresy, which is often untrue, like things that are. It's
Well,
like if somebody says is black or no, black is white, and they say, oh no, white is black, but it has to do with religion. Yeah, heretic is more
okay.
of a religious kind of. Yeah, that's it.
Well, I don't know about
Okay,
that one.
anyway, I'm not going
I
to see
need
that
to
one.
get back to A Real Pain. I was wrong. Jesse Eisenberg's in it, who I thought was somebody else. And then Kieran Culkin, who I love.
Oh, Kieran Culkin
Yeah,
from
so Succession.
Succession.
And he's really starting to make some waves in the industry.
Yeah.
Ever since Succession, he's in a lot of stuff. So I really do
Well,
want
he's
to see A Real Pain.
been doing stuff since he was a tiny kid, but yeah,
Right.
now as an adult, yeah, he's an interesting guy.
He is.
Yeah, I think we probably both heard him being interviewed on, wasn't he on Smartless or
Yes,
something?
yes.
And he was really quirky.
He is really quirky.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's so fast.
Oh,
He's sharp.
yeah.
Gabriel LaBelle in Saturday Night.
Oh, is he the one who plays Lorne Michaels? Gabriel LaBelle?
There's a movie about Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, I told
Oh
you
my
about that.
God,
You
I
said,
can't-
I don't watch Saturday Night. I don't know.
Well, no, I
no,
don't.
this is about the first. I want to see this, but I
okay.
refuse to spend like $20 on the TV to watch it.
Okay.
Saturday Night, it's a reenactment of the very first Saturday Night Live. Way
Wow.
back in 1976, I believe it was.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
And it was a crazy, crazy night. And they go through how the thing came
Reacting.
together and how it all got to the air and how no one was even sure at even the last minute.
Right.
Is this going to even go on the air? Are we ready?
Oh my God, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And apparently the actors that they got to play all these really well-defined and etched in our, psyche characters are so good.
Oh, I'm psyched.
Yeah, so
Well, that'll
apparently
be
it's pretty
good.
good. So anyway,
Then there's Jesse Plemons in Kinds of Kindness. Glenn
Kinds of
Powell for
Kindness.
Hitman. I saw that, and it was not a musical or a comedy. Anyways, Sebastian Stan, A Different Man.
don't know that.
Mm-mm. And then I'll just do a performance by a female in a supporting role. And we'll just call it at that.
Okay.
Selena Gomez for Amelia Perez. Ariana Grande for Wicked. Felicity Jones for The Brutalist. I like Felicity Jones. Margaret Qualley for The Substance. Isabella Rossellini for Conclave. Interesting cast in Conclave. And there's one that I can't read because I missed it.
Let's see. Oh, you mean it didn't print out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll just have to watch.
Margaret Qualley, that is, what's her name's daughter? That model.
Oh.
she
she's-
was in Groundhog Day.
Yes, that's
Andrew
Andy
McDowell.
McDowell.
Andy McDowell.
Andy McDowell,
Yeah.
who I really like her.
Yeah.
She's pleasant.
Yeah.
And then we'll just even it out with the men. The men for a supporting role: Edward Norton, a complete unknown.
Yeah, he plays
Oh yeah, he does.
the folk singer.
Yes,
famous.
folk. Yeah,
Not Seeger.
no, but you're close.
Yeah.
Guy Pearce for The Brutalist, Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice, and Denzel Washington for Gladiator 2.
Oh, Jeremy Strong, The Apprentice. That's that thing. Oh my God, Jeremy
thing?
Strong.
Wait, who is he?
For The Apprentice. This is the story. About how Roy Cohn, that
the Trump story.
horrible man, that lawyer, that attorney from way back, and that's who schooled Donald Trump in the way of business and how to deal with people.
And he's kind of out of the picture now, this Cohen guy.
Oh, he's dead. He's old. I mean, he's old and dead.
So anyways, that's on tonight. And I love the red carpet. I love to see what they're wearing, what's hot, what's not. And they all drink. And so
that's right. So anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
And the best part is going to be Nikki Glaser.
Oh, absolutely. She's hosting.
Love her.
We've got a balls to the walls woman, comedic hostess.
Oh, she's going to be great.
MC, whatever. And I know, I'm super excited. I'm going to have to stay awake.
I mean, I've followed her for years, but then when she did the Tom Brady roast,
that really put her up there because then I was paying attention.
Yeah, right. But I have a feeling she's going to rule this mother. I do.
She's going to knock it out of the park.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be good. I like her.
I do too.
I like her because I think she's a very human person with her own foibles and her backstory. I was just going to say that. Yeah. A lot of insecurities, which she cops to and she uses, and she's extremely vulnerable. And yet she has a way to turn it into
comedy.
Comedy's a weapon.
Yeah.
I like her.
Going into 2025, I thought we'd throw out some things I want to accomplish or things that
goals.
Like goals. I don't want to say resolutions because they're so stupid.
Yeah.
And hey, diet. I'm going to eat healthier. Blah blah blah. No one does, and it's over. And in 2 weeks, you're like, forget it. But I mean, I have a few that are not that big. But first of all, I really am happy that I've been into yoga and Pilates for over a year now, and I never imagined myself doing that at my age.
You are
and
so
going
vigilant.
At night. Like, I'm not a night person, but once I started it, I'm like, I'm not going to quit. And it's been somewhat of a life changer, especially my yoga retreat that I took in September in France. Yeah. So there's a lot of things. I'm really working on health and well-being. So plastic sizing my house. Getting all the plastic out of my house.
Oh, deplasticizing.
Yeah, if that's even a word. But
it is now.
Okay.
Well, that could be a word.
Okay, deplasticizing.
Yeah.
I just want to start with the containers, go to the utensils, and I think pots and pans we don't have a lot, but like just really try to work on that.
That's good.
It's so gross. When you see like the chips of your cutting board of plastic, like, anyways.
As if we don't have enough microplastics floating around in our circulatory system anyway, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's like one of my goals. What else did I write
That's
down?
a good goal. First of all, I admire you for your vigilance with your yoga and your Pilates. Really, I can tell it's really given you a spring in your step.
Oh, thank you.
You know,
I feel good. My bones don't ache. I don't know. It's working.
And good for you for the plastic. I've been doing that for about a year and a half.
I know. You're very vigilant.
Well, because I'm scared to death.
Yeah. I mean, when I think back in the olden days, everything was glass. When I think about my grandparents' house, we didn't have plastic for everything. And
there weren't like to-go things. The first time I ever like had something to go,
right?
You know, was I remember McDonald's, and we got like but it was a paper cup which had wax around it, like for the shakes or the drinks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, it was like a waxed paper cup, and it was a paper straw. But then that changed with the plasticization.
And now we're all going back.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
To old school.
Let's hope.
Making more recipes from Instagram because I have so many stocked up that are healthy. So like today I wrote down, because my hair is thinning and I'm trying everything.
Oh,
the rosemary sprigs, cinnamon sticks, and a white onion. That's an easy recipe.
Wait, that for hair?
Uh-huh.
Wait. Rosemary, cinnamon sticks, and white onion.
Uh-huh.
But what do you do with that?
And you put it in your shampoo and you like let it for 3 days and it like soaks in and then you use the shampoo.
You chop it up.
Yeah.
So you've got, wow, I can't wait to sniff your hair.
Well, the other thing is
The rosemary may cover the onion.
there was probably 10 different versions of this recipe, but they all had rosemary and cinnamon.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to try it. But then there's so many great recipes that I've been clicking on and I'm like, okay, I got to start making maybe one a week. I just want to be healthier overall and just kind of stay on this path.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm going dry January, but I think last year or the year before, I didn't drink until March.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know why I started drinking. It was a birthday.
Yeah.
But I just want to cleanse right now. Kind of go through a little cleanse.
Well, you have a lot of family birthdays in March.
We do. We have
Don't
2 back to back.
Yeah.
And so, but do you have any visions of?
Oh, God.
I mean, you already do a lot of things correctly that I see
Well,
that are health related.
yeah,
You
that's
work
because
really hard
I
on your-
have to. I haven't thought about it as you have because I have failed so many times at doing stuff like this. When I've sort of done the whole resolution in quotes
Or maybe
thing.
a habit change where you
a
think
habit
twice.
change. Okay, here's a habit change.
Yeah, that's
I'm
kind of how
actually
I
gonna
look at it.
get my butt over to the warm water pool
Ooh.
and work on my injured, my forever injured leg,
Okay.
and get that straightened out and go to like one of the stretch classes over there too, because that'll help me
Stretching
too.
is so good. Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't been doing that. And any efforts have been just totally half-assed. And then I just get angry with myself. Yeah, and I'm going to continue to cut back on sugar. Yeah.
I thought of another habit.
What?
I am the biggest sucker for clickbait on my computer.
Oh,
Right
you
when
got to not do that.
And so right when I turn it on and I see these superficial stories and one that I saw that just I don't know why it got me so mad and it was so stupid.
Because it was probably a lie.
Well, no, it was J-Lo. And I'm like,
Oh,
why am I even
God.
clicking on J-Lo when I really don't like her?
No.
And it's like they're talking about how she steps out in the new year with an $80,000 handbag. And immediately I thought, how many people could that feed? Like how, I think, okay, if I ever had like an abundance of money, I would hope the first thing I go out and spend money on is not an $80,000 handbag or a super fancy car. Because I just think of all the good that could have done when people are just overindulging.
Well,
I'm
we
sick
could
of
say that about a lot
overindulging.
of people that are in the news right
Oh,
now.
right. I
lot.
would agree. I would
A
agree.
lot. But she, J-Lo, I don't even participate in anything that has to do with her
Right.
or the Kardashians. I'm sick of it.
I know, I'm over it.
And I saw that thing she posted for New Year's and I went, how thirsty are you?
Oh,
Did you see that picture?
No.
Cowboy hat and like, oh, I'm in Aspen, but I'm in a bikini.
Yes.
I'm thinking,
yes.
oh, girl,
It's like,
come on, get some help, mental health help,
Yeah.
because I know you're recovering from a divorce and people, whatever.
2-year
But-
marriage. Woohoo.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but give me a
Yeah.
break.
Exactly.
And not only
'Cause it
that, but you could
bothers
get
me.
in trouble too.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be careful because the scammers, and we're going to do a show in the future on that. We just have to, both of us probably have to get
Yeah.
a little more boned up on all the things that are going on with that so we can
Right.
really give you some helpful advice, because that's going to be something that we can really help people with.
I hope so.
Yeah. But so don't click on that stuff because you know what? Who knows where the hell that goes? And they're picking up that information and they're selling that data.
Oh, one more thing that's funny.
What?
Friday night, Tom and I, my husband and I went to dinner and we're like, where do we go? And I wanted to go to the Tapas Bar in Highwood. That new, I think
Which
it's
one?
new. It's near the Caribbean restaurant. It's right kind of next to Toadstool.
Oh, yeah, I know which one you're
Okay.
talking about. Yeah,
Have
I
you
haven't
ever been there?
No.
Well, dumb me got tapas mixed up with something else because I'm thinking, okay, we're going.
Tapas small plates.
Well, I forgot that's what it meant.
Oh.
And so we go in there. By the way, the food's fabulous, healthy for the most part. They have like 50 items. And so you go, oh, I'll have a number 1 or a number 35. So I got tapas and empanadas mixed up. I'm thinking they're empanadas. empanadas.
They're like a sandwich.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, all these little empanadas. So we ordered the olive with the artichoke hearts.
Yeah.
Delicious. And these olives show up. I go, what is this? I asked the waiter, like, I'm so dumb. I go, but aren't they supposed to be like wrapped in bread?
Oh, God.
Because I
Holly.
thought it. And Tom goes, Holly, don't you know what that is? I go, well, I thought, those things you buy at the truck at the farmer's market. He goes, those are empanadas. I go, I thought empanadas were tapas.
I am seeing this whole thing play out in my head between the two of you.
And I go, oh, we got a whole big plate of olives? Okay. Well,
Yum.
they were good, but I was expecting it wrapped in the doughy bread. Anyways, it turned out to be pretty hysterical.
Well, it was a new culinary experience for you.
Yeah. And anyways, we had that and we had the calamari and then, this beet and arugula salad.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It was super good, super, like, I would say pretty healthy with like a
Yeah.
vinaigrette. And we only had 3 dishes, filled us up, no alcohol for me. My husband had a beer and we just sat at the bar, but the place is packed. Like if there was no 2 seats at the bar, it's a tiny little restaurant and every table was taken and we went early to just celebrate our house coming back to us. Like, getting our life back on track.
Yeah.
But anyways, tapas and empanadas. I will never confuse the two again.
All right. Well, that's a small mistake. I think you can live with that one. You can get over that hump.
I think I can.
Yeah.
It was pretty hilarious.
Good for you.
So
before we forget,
Yes.
before I forget, I just want to thank you, Holly, for
Oh my
how,
gosh.
caring for me when I was sick and all of the other friends, and you know who you are out there
Yes.
who helped me and dropped off food and medication and just really healthy, good stuff. Thank you. You and all the people who did not get upset with me when I canceled their dog walks because I was just too weak and sick. So thank you.
It
Thank you
shows
for the
what
grace.
a good friend you are to so many
I don't know
people.
about that. Shows,
Okay,
I think
you
it
are.
shows what good people,
You
how
are.
many good people there are out there, and how
Yeah.
lucky I am to have interaction with them.
Well, it's not because you're lucky, because you're a good friend too.
I'm a
So
lucky girl. Anyway,
Anyways.
but we did want to just send our condolences to the people in New Orleans. That just yet another tragedy.
yes.
And I just want to make my pitch. And this is something I am a goal for 2025.
Okay.
I want to find a way to contact our government regarding veterans and hoping that each of them can go through an EMDR treatment. EMDR, you can look it up. It involves rapid eye movement, and it's an amazing way, and I hate to use the word amazing because it's so overused, but to help people overcome PTSD or any other kind of trauma. All it requires is a very skilled counselor and a willing participant, somebody who wants to feel better, to take the charge off of their traumatic events. And you can look it up. Not going to go on and on about it, but that's actually one thing that I said.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to get a movement for that.
Oh, great.
It's a very cool
Okay.
thing. So I think that was kind of what we wanted to cover,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely. Happy
Yeah.
New Year.
Yeah.
Let's thrive
yeah.
in 2025.
Oh, I like
I
that.
heard it somewhere else. I can't remember, but I picked
Okay.
up on it.
Well, you lifted it and you spread it. That's okay. That's how some of the best things get passed around. Thank you for listening. We're here. We'll be here next week, and we're going to have a lot of interviews, I think, in 2025.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Harvey. Ladies Who Question is executive produced and edited by me, Lisa Dominique, and also executive produced by Holly Caulfield. Holly also does most of our research, and Claire Caulfield is in charge of technical assistance and social media. Music, My Lionheart. Sketch music by Florian Manx and Matthew Anderson. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe, follow, rate, and review Ladies Who Question on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Send your thoughts to ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and our website, ladieswhoquestion.com.
All content discussed on Ladies Who Question are the opinions of Lisa Dominique and Holly Caulfield and should not be construed as advice of any kind. By listening to this podcast, you agree not to use this podcast as advice of any personal or medical issue for yourself or others. This disclaimer also applies to guests or contributors to the podcast.